So this is nature's frequencies. I just got bombarded there because we're now live streaming from YouTube. So you can either catch us here or catch us there. How about that? So anyway, nature's frequencies. We're going to be talking today about energetic health and wellness. Across the top of the presentation, you see that this company has lots of awards. The company's been in business for over 9 years now and has 15 major industry awards. So we do this presentation every Saturday at this time. You can access us from Nature's Frequencies NFYTube, I think, or from this link right here and be present with us. So we can watch this quick. I wasn't going to do this today, but we'll watch this quick 2-minute video because this is a great way for people to know what we're about in a short period of time. And we just need the volume.
Good health is not something we can buy, but something we can improve. For decades, people have searched the answers to many questions regarding our health and improving it. Do you want to have the ability to live life to the fullest? Are you interested in sleeping better at night and having more energy during the day in a natural, healthy way? What if there was a revolutionary technology that could change your life? A technology that slows the aging process of fruits, vegetables, and breads, and also assists the body in offsetting the harmful effects of electromagnetic fields and more? We introduce Nature's Frequencies, an award-winning company that manufactures innovative health and wellness products under 6 U.S. patents, with natural health and wellness solutions that assists with balancing and harmonizing the body. But how do we do this? We combine knowledge from the East with technology from the West. As far back as 6000 BC, the Chinese have believed that the body has an optimal energy flow. When this flow is disrupted, it manifests negatively by stimulating specific points on the body. The body is encouraged to correct itself. We fast forward to the 19th century, a period of exciting scientific progress in the West. During this time, Nikola Tesla was a genius before his time. This Serbian-American inventor, engineer, and physicist confirmed the existence of scalar waves. Scalar waves are composed of pure zero-point energy. This gives them the ability to store data in a substrate. But something must be able to hold the data. Enter Denis Gabor, who in 1971 won the Nobel Prize for his invention and development of the holographic method. Holography can be used to store information inside crystals. And this knowledge is combined today to help you have better health and life. When applied to the body, the unique energy field signatures of Nature's Frequencies products correct and harmonize your body's frequency to optimize your body's energy flow. When the body's energy flow is restored and harmonized, the health of the body is naturally realigned. All of this has been developed by a family company with big plans for the future. Visit our website, www.naturesfrequencies.com, to take care of your precious health with Nature's Frequencies. Inspired by Tesla, patented by us.
Yes, and we are so grateful to Nature's Frequencies for bringing this technology and making it available to everyone, everywhere. What are we going to do next, RJ? So, as I mentioned earlier, we have 15 major industry awards. The video told you that there are 6 U.S. patents. There are more pending. And Nature's Frequencies has been recognized in the media for these innovations and this technology that is just changing people's lives. So this is what I call absolutely fascinating. You know, what is Nature's Frequencies all about? You know, it's a technology that has been inspired by Nikola Tesla. And so Nature's Frequencies has done something very unique. They have incorporated Tesla's technology and patented the process of replicating energy and frequencies, which are vibrations from nature, and then programming them into energetic health and wellness products. I've got on a couple of products here and elsewhere that I can't show you. And so Nature's Frequencies patented technology, it works in harmony with our body's own intelligence, all right, to take the right amount of energy to the right place at the right time in the right amount without us ever having to ingest anything. I think that's pretty fascinating.
Let's fly ahead, Susie.
All right. So let's just say that our bodies are being bombarded, and our owners, our award-winning owners, have developed these technologies to help us protect ourselves, protect our energy and our cells. And so we're going to hear their secrets to this. So we've got Rick Hassler. I guess I'm not going to say Arj and Arj. So tell us, guys, tell us your secrets.
All right. Today, I got to tell you, Susie, I just hit 62, and I feel like I'm 30. I told you yesterday, I taught tennis from 1:30 to 2 to 3. I played tennis from 5 to 9 o'clock, and I felt great. And I feel great today. Probably shouldn't have that many beers after tennis because it was Friday night social, but my body feels phenomenal. And I do this, and you know, some people say practice what you preach. My stuff keeps me young. And I have a protocol that I do that really works. Like, Arj, can we show the protocol so I can explain it and then we can talk? Let's just skip ahead.
Yeah, we can do that.
I got to show my protocol just so everyone knows what I'm talking about. This isn't my protocol.
But now it is.
All right. All right. Here you go. Water. Incredibly important. You see this glass? It's burned because the holiday I really ate a lot and a ton of Renew. This glass sits on an energy and vitality card, which the VAC card is always on behind my desk. It sits on that. All right. My water is also on a pitcher, and that sits on an energy and vitality card. Water is incredibly important. Water picks up frequencies. Better than anything in the planet is water. We are 60 to 70% water, depending on who you talk to. So your body is picking up the frequencies, whether you like it or not, good, bad, or indifferent. EMF is not a good frequency. All right. So if you can put good water in, that's a beautiful thing. So take whatever patches you want to help you with. And I've told people, like, if you have a glass of water you go to bed with and you have sleep issues, load the glass with sleep. Susie used the sleep patches last night, and slept phenomenal. But you can also add it to your water. Water picks it up. So leave that glass by your bed if that's the water you want. I love Renew. Okay. And so my glasses have Renew, and since it's January and I'm like everybody else, we all ate too much for Christmas, I have Burn and Renew. So that's water. Next, I spray myself constantly, and I actually cheat. I got bigger ones too. Anyways, you got to do this. Your plants love it. Your dogs love it. Your pets love it. I love it. The water, you run the water over your earthing card, just so everyone knows. Just run it right over it, burp into the bottle. And you can sit this on an energy and vitality card or a food freshness card or an earthing card. Boop. And this becomes incredible. You can do a muscle test with somebody with water. All right. The water is, again, water picks up everything. Run it over this. Our little priceless spray bottle is phenomenal. So I use that. Before you're doing a sport, just spray yourself. If you're lifting weights, spray yourself before. Watch how much easier the weights go up. Anything you're doing, just spray yourself. Just do it. Anyways, now this is the important part. Even though I'm like aging, the my knees take a beating. I play on hard court. Clay is a lot softer on the knees, but hard court is kind of tough on my knees. So, and I have all, RJ, I have all original body parts. All right. Why I say this is my doubles partner is getting his shoulder replaced. My buddy that I play with all summer got his hip replaced. The guy that owns the boatyard got his knee replaced. Everybody is getting replacement parts. I am OG, original. So I'm trying to keep my original parts functioning as long as I humanly can. So my knee has 6 patches of Renew on it. And at night, I always put them on. And if I forget in the middle of the night, I'll get up and I'm like, ooh, my knee, I'll feel it. But if I sleep with Renew, I wake up like $100. I'm all happy. Life is good. So if you have a body part that needs help, Renew is incredible. These little packs that say Renew, I get these shipped to my house. My wife and I fight over them. She sees a package from my office and she invades my Renew. If there was something that I totally love that we make, it's Renew, because it enables me to stay young, but it enables me to do what I want to do. And whether it's build a rock wall, shovel the driveway, anything, I do everything I want to do. And Renew is a big part of it. So on your water, on your spray bottle, on yourself, Renew, and then your whole body benefits. Foundational. You've heard it from Tim Coleman. You've heard it from Dr. Joe. Keep this on you, the EMF Shield and Earthing Card. If you're doing any sport, it is always in my right tennis pocket. I would never play without it. And there you go. And if anybody ever wants to know and show them it, the muscle test, it's a range of motion, but all you got to do is go like this, twist, put the card in, twist. You always go further. What does that mean? It means your body is less stressed and it's instant. Dr. Stan is famous for, he will never hypothesize. He has to research and test. And Dr. Stan said my favorite line, it's not a parlor trick. It works every time. And Dr. Al, who did the HRV, tested it. And you can see the stress of your body just go down to like half, which is huge. Stress in your body makes everything not work as well. But it's not, what people have to understand, it's not just your range of motion is better. All your body parts are going to function better. Why? They're less stressed. So the EMF Shield and Earthing Card is phenomenal. One of the big things is today 5G is everywhere. Look at your computer, how many networks you can hook up to. I have one. I live in the mountains by myself. I don't really have neighbors. So nobody cares about servicing us. So I have our network. But Dr. Janine, RJ and I were at her office. She had 25 different networks she could hook up to. All right. And most people live in cities or, whatever. Look at how many things, if you can hook up to it, that EMF is hitting you and it is not beneficial. So please understand, keep this with you at all times. My problem with this is I give it away. I see people who need it and I give it away. What? We have a tag. I have never given away my tag because it's right here on me at all times. I wear my EMF and Earthing tag and it sits at a beautiful place. So the tag is incredible because I never take it off. So that's a good thing. So we also have the EMF Shield and Earthing tag, which is beautiful. Now, the EMF shields, we have them on, let's see, on laptops where my hands sit. I have them on routers. I have them on everything. Hair dryers, brutal. You never think about it, but do a range of motion. Turn your hair dryer on, do a range of motion, then put an EMF shield on and watch what happens. You're going to be amazed. It's just that simple. It's crazy. It works every time. But hair dryers, this came from Dr. Janine. She goes, Rick, hair dryers are not good for you. And people hold them all the time. So Jolie was on the call and listening. Next thing I know, she loaded up our hair dryers, all of them. My daughters, everyone, they're all over the hair dryers. My daughter has long hair and she must be on the hair dryer for like 20 minutes. So load up your hair dryers. But the EMF Shield, laptops, tablets, any kid device. And, you know, if your kid's living on a phone, load up the phone. You know, kids live on phones and kids are brutal. So they, you know, the other thing that scares me about kids with phones, just so you know, is look at the head. They're always down. At least tell them to keep their head up or raise their arms, because we have a lot of chiropractors and you're going to see kids because they all go like this all the time and look down at their phone. I yell at RJ if he's doing that. So anyways, next, we make the world's most incredible product, the Food Freshness Card. Why is it incredible? Nobody has ever complained that it doesn't work. We've sold millions. We've saved over a million tons of food.
Hey,
not 100 million. I was wrong. It was 1 million tons of food from going to landfills. Since this is Joel, my wife eats healthy. So she used to throw away food because she'd buy the containers of spinach and it would go rotten. Strawberries were brutal in my house. My daughter loves strawberries, but if my daughter didn't eat them, this goes way back. Strawberries would just mold. And once one starts, the whole thing goes, then my wife would just throw it away. So since we put the Food Freshness Card and invented it, that doesn't happen. Nothing gets thrown away. Bread lasts for so long, it's obnoxiously long. I tell people just to test it, get a loaf of bread. When you're down to the last 2 pieces, throw it in the back of your fridge. 6 months later, it's not going to be moldy. And it works all the time. And because there's a date on thing, good for use by. Our friend Harry in Australia was showing bread from July, a New Year's Day. And he had cheese from 2 months ago, the expired date, and he had cream. My favorite one from Harry was he had something he bought on sale because they were trying to get rid of it. And it was 6 weeks after the expiration date and it was still good. Leftovers don't get slimy. So, you know, food waste is a global problem. 1/3 of the food gets wasted. The Food Freshness Card, just besides keeping it, you know, from molding, it energizes your food. It energizes your orange juice. And we've all seen the testing from Amsterdam when the bovine testing, just by running water over the card, it increased 400%. And then the most incredible one was he left water sit on the card for a day. It increased 800%. And this gentleman at the lab says, I test machines that make claims to increase energy that are like $1 million, and they couldn't hit what the card hit in 1 day. That's incredible. So this is important. Somebody asked me once, you know, how many do I have? I have like 4 in my fridge because it energizes it besides keeping it fresh. Well, and then they said like, well, Rick, you only need 1 to keep it fresh. I go, yep. But everything in that fridge goes in my body. And the more energy that goes in my body, the more energy my body has. So please remember how important food is. And, you know, if you have a bread box, put it in a bread box. I have a little cubby that has all of our bread. No, bread stays fresh. The only issue we've ever had is potatoes. Potatoes will grow eyes, and it's wild. We were up in Campbell Soup, and it worked phenomenal in Campbell Soup. But they said the only thing we got to keep it away from is potatoes, because potatoes grow eyes and spuds, and they were actually growing roots. And if you've ever seen the tomato video, you'll see the tomato grew a stem 3 weeks after while the other ones were all rotten, because we try to keep the food fresh and it gets the frequency of the earth. So it thinks it's alive. So these potatoes think they're alive. So if you want to see something funny, leave a bag of potatoes on a Food Freshness Card. You're going to come back and you're going to see roots growing because these potatoes want to grow. If anybody's ever done it, it's neat. Onions do the same thing. Energy Zone. You drive a lot, put an energy and vitality card behind your seat. That's the best thing you can do. Like, just stick it behind your back. If it's not comfortable behind your back, put it on the side next to you. But I got to tell you, create an energy zone. And we've heard Dr. Wai Ching talk about a quantum field. The energy and vitality card is loaded with energy. And people have told us, Tim Coleman, he loaded up his office. He goes, people walk in my office, they go, wow, I just feel good. You know, and it, besides Tim's bright face, it's just, he created a quantum field in his office. He also put an earthing card behind the chair, an energy and vitality card under the chair, and created a zone with energy and vitality cards. So you can do it with energy and vitality cards. You can do it with earthing cards. If you have a bed, which most people do, you can run water over the card into the little Scotch glasses, you know, the little Scotch, or you can do what Dr. Joe is, stick an earthing card in each one under the bed. That bed becomes incredible. Put it under the four corners of the bed. I have a really good friend of ours that's an orthopedic surgeon that never sleeps. And we were at a party. I was using the card over the wine, and everybody kept coming up to me. And then somehow the lady brought up, a good friend of ours said, you know, my husband sleeps like crap. He's an on-call orthopedic surgeon, gets calls, but he honestly sleeps like crap. I said, come on, get me 4 Scotch glasses. And I loaded up, ran the water over the card, put it on the glass. The next day she calls me up and goes, you're not going to believe this. He didn't know I did this, but this is the best he's ever slept in years. So it works. It's a good thing. You know, most important is stay young, stay healthy, work hard, and believe you can do anything. I believe I can build a rock wall. I believe I can play tennis 5 hours a day. Next weekend, Susie, wish me luck. I'm in the sectional finals. We have a team. We have a team of 4 players. It's a tri-level team. One of them's getting his shoulder replaced. The other one can't play. So I've got to play 5 matches in 2 days. And if I win it, I go to Indian Wells finals for the country in my league. But so me and another guy are playing 5 matches. We're supposed to have 4 players on this team, but only 2 can play. And I'm one of the 2. So I will load my body up with Renew next week. I will drink Renew water. If you ever seen my tennis bottle that I have, it's loaded with Renew, Nitro, and energy and vitality patches, loaded. And so these are Rick's tricks. I also ran an HRV on me. And when I was 60 years old, 2 years ago, when I got the device, I was 39 years old on my clock. And the people who made the device said, Rick, that's incredible. And RJ knows I'll ski every day. I'll do anything. I am not afraid to do anything. So, you know, I guess the good news is I do practice what I preach. Our stuff works. And I am living, I will take RJ on anything. And he's pretty healthy. But
I don't know
I'm not
about
going to run
running.
against him.
I don't know about running.
Running will kill me. But at running, he'll kill me. So anyways, this is Rick's story. And this is our protocol. RJ, send it out in the next email just so everyone has it.
Yep.
I got to tell you, it benefits your body more than anybody can imagine. Any of these things is going to put you in the right direction. If you do all of them, like, life is good. I got to tell you. So I have no regrets, and I really do all of these things. And keeping up, my wife is another one, like Susie. They run around all day. She's like an Energizer bunny. She's also a little bit younger than me. So, you know, she keeps me young and healthy too. So kudos to Jolie. My water is great. What do we got next, Arj?
We have some magnificent hair.
Oh, I'm with RJ and Michael, who are both follically challenged. Look at the picture on the right. I said, RJ, I don't know if you can see it, but I got to tell you, my sideburns are growing more pepper, black, brown hair. Like, this has never happened. All right. In the front, I'm getting sprouts. And RJ's like, Dad, what are you doing with your hair? It is getting thick. It is growing like crazy. This is Renew. This is caused by Renew. I'm cutting my nails constantly, but my hair, besides growing, is growing back the original color, which is kind of weird. This has never happened until Renew, ever. It was always white. It's been white for a while, unless you want to cover it. Ooh, it's the glutathione in the Renew. Somebody just wrote that in. Somebody's pretty smart. Could be. It could be. It could be some of our other secrets. Thank you, Lori. But this is real. I'm in the mirror, and my boys are saying, "Dad, you used to be follically challenged on top. Look, I got hair, Aj." And the sides are crazy, but this is the side. Someday, RJ, I may be like all color. So, anyways, this is a side effect. You've heard it from Marie and a lot of people. So let's hear it from some other people. And if anybody on the call wants to tell their Renew story, please hop on and just tell me. Put us in the chat, and we'll unmute you. And RJ, don't we have a Susie one in here before and after?
We do.
Look to Susie.
Let's go to a Susie.
Susie, you look radiant. This is Susie at one of our first calls on the left. All right. This is Susie in 2022. There, Susie, you look radiant in 2022.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And you look radiant today. Like in real world, you know, I was telling Susie, I was looking at some of the old videos, and you know, you look 10 years younger on the picture on the right.
Oh my goodness. And no makeup. Eek.
Right. But you look vibrant. And so,
Well, that's the plan.
well, it's working, Susie. So
Thank you.
let's hear from Marie, and Marie too. Look at her.
We have a good video with Dr. Janine we should play.
You play Dr. Janine then.
Here we go.
And we all love Dr. Janine. And RJ and I have known her, I think, almost 10 years now. Let's play from Dr. Janine.
All right.
I think you got a mute phone too.
Yeah. How do we mute everyone? Let's make sure.
And
Are we all muted?
no, phone 2 isn't. And
No.
yeah, hi. We just got to mute you. No worries.
Okay.
There you go. All right, play it, Arch.
All
Thank you.
right.
As always, I kind of sound like a broken record, but I love Renew. I love all the products. Renew has been moved to the top of the list because I just had my 48th birthday. And, you know, I'm trying to do everything I can to look good, feel good, age well. And so when I got this product and I read, you know, the what it was meant for, what it was designed for, I was like, ooh, I need some of that. So the first thing I did was I took this glass water bottle and I put, I don't know if you can see them, but I actually put the Renew right on my bottle so that I'm energizing my water with this. I put it on my face creams. I actually have them on right now. I'm wearing it right here. And basically what it's done for me is that it's just helping me to feel great. I feel great all the time. I don't have the aches and pains that people think are, you know, a natural part of aging. As you can see, my fingernails are doing really, really well. My hair is growing, my skin. Let me just give you an up close. You know, I do have a few grays, but I'm doing what I can do to fight back. And I don't know how to say this politically correctly, but I am 48 and the girls are kind of perky and they're feeling good too. So I just have to say thank you again for another amazing product. This is definitely something that I'm going to continue to use and recommend, because one of the things that is powerful is that as we age, people don't realize that aging is a process of our bodies just being constantly bombarded with stress. We talk about the EMS, we talk about the stress, we talk about the toxins. And when we have the right energies, our body can deal with that and it can heal. And aging is just a sign that our body's not healing well and it's not coping well. So thank you for giving us this solution to that problem.
I got to tell you, Arj, we all love Dr. Janine, but she did put it politically correct. You know,
She did.
and she's another person that, you know, it's a riot. You know, there's some people that you think alike. One day I was at the Gaylord at the Frozen display in Texas, and I posted it on Facebook. Janine, the same day, is in Tennessee or Georgia in the Gaylord in the Frozen exhibit where they have all the sculpted ice. And we start laughing. we're in a couple of years ago, I was in Orlando at Disney, and where's Dr. Janine? In Orlando at Disney with her kids. And it's just a riot. Our paths cross a lot. We laugh together, and she's been a pleasure for 10 years. Anyways, what do we have next, Arch? Give me somebody else.
All right. Do we want to hear from?
Who would you like to hear from?
We got Elaine, Diana.
Let's hear Elaine.
Okay.
Let's go to England, since Teddy's in England.
It's been totally amazing for my skin. I've already told you what it's done for these marks here. And the lines and the wrinkles and everything, they're just going. In the summer when I tan, in years gone by, here, I've always had white lines, no white lines now. The lines in that around my eyes, they've all gone as well. And when people realise, or I let them know that in October, I'm going to be celebrating my 48th wedding anniversary, they just, wow, what are you doing? So not only am I wearing the Renew patches, but also I drink Renew water. I put the patches, half a dozen patches around the bottle of the glass, fill it with water, run over the earthing card and sit it on a food freshness card. So I'm drinking that as well as wearing them here and on my chest as well. So please, Rick, never ever stop inventing. It is the most amazing patches, and I can't imagine what you'll come up with next. Thank you.
Just so everyone knows, Elaine won't tell us her age, but she's a 50-year-old child. All right. So she's up there, and she goes, Rick, I'm up there, but she looks fabulous. And so kudos to Elaine. Hey, Art, can we unmute Doug McCorkle? He's got a story he'd love to tell, and we always love hearing from Doug.
Let's go to,
I don't know how to unmute anybody, or else I would do it.
he is unmuted.
Doug,
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Good morning.
hi. Okay, Doug, we got you, buddy.
That's not
Let's
Doug.
hear This is
Now I
Doug.
hear Doug.
Now I hear Doug.
Well, welcome everybody, and Happy New Year. Yes, Renew is something pretty close to my heart, and the reason for that is a lot of people don't know I'm kind of a unofficial researcher in aging since the big breakthroughs they made back in 2002. I can't go into all that, but the human lifespan in the next decade or so may massively increase because of pharmaceutical advancements that have happened in the past that for some reason aren't surfacing. Well, we can go into that later. But one thing everybody on this call wants to do is stay as young as you can, as long as you can, because there is big help coming in that arena. So I have been very curious about Rick's and RJ's and Nature's Frequencies, shall we say, sojourn into this arena. Because this is very powerful. And of course, one of the main things involved in human aging is telomeres. And of course, they never tell us what they do. But I can tell you, from a personal experience, when I first heard about this, I said, man, I'm going to use these and I'm going to use them a lot. And right now I've got 6 of them on me, and I change them out probably not as often as I should, probably every 4 or 5 days, but sometimes I shamelessly go a week because I get lazy to change them. But I always have at least 5 or 6 of those patches on, and I can tell you it is amazing in the structure around the knee, how the knee recovers, how rapidly the knee recovers. I had heart surgery a couple of years ago because I was an EMF victim. I lived under a cell phone tower, well, my office was for 20 years. And so what happened is my heart calcified and it just shut off. My heart didn't have a heart attack. My heart just shut down because of the calcification. So that was, there was no reason. Doctors couldn't understand it, said, you're in one of the greatest shape. You can't believe a guy like you would have this. Is that cell phone tower? At least I'm convinced of that. And so I had to get serious about rebuilding it. So I always have 2 or 3 Renew patches over the area of my heart now to help my heart reconstruct and rebuild. And most people know me tell you, I don't stop. I'm like the Energizer Bunny myself. I'm going, here, there, everywhere, all over the country, constantly going. So I use these products on a daily basis. Now, a lot of people say to me, well, Doug, where's the science? And I said, there's a lot of science, but this science is subtle and it's highly advanced. And you have to understand that. Because if you're just going to go by your 5 physical senses, touch, sound, taste, hearing, that's 99% of the public. If they can see it and taste it with their senses, it exists. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I just remind them, do you see the radio waves that turn your radio on? Do you hear them? Do you see the TV waves that go through you? Do you see the EMF waves going through the tire of your cell phone? The answer is no, no, no. You see none of that. And yet there's no denying they're there or in existence. Well, there are also other ways you can tap that are very powerful for the body. And if you want, in my opinion, one of the most powerful strategies you can do for extending your life, my opinion, and I've been using them since they came out, get the renewal patches and use them vociferously. And as Rick suggested, and I still have to do a better job with this, get them on the water bottles. But I can tell you just from wearing them, the energy, the recovery rate, the things I can do, it's pretty astounding. There you go.
Doug, I got to ask the question. How old are you?
I am too old for you to ask that question.
But
I'm a lot older than I probably was. Huh?
Doug does everything. Like I talk to him and Doug is always doing something. He's building something, constructing something, fixing something, riding his motorcycle someplace. Doug is an
Harley Davidsons and ride them constantly. That's why I come to Florida. Let's put it this way. I won't see 70 again. Okay. So,
but Doug, we're going to keep you young. And Doug and I had this talk once. He goes, look, and I'm the same way. I'm not going to stop, Doug. We're just going to keep going and going and enjoy life because
my goal is 140, Rick. So
I love it.
That's my goal.
Well,
so I'm just hitting middle age now and looking for a lot more good years.
And honestly, just so everyone knows, I am putting Renew on my knee. It benefits my whole body. It's not like I'm putting it on my hair. I put about 6 patches. I got them on right now on my knee, and it goes through your body. So it benefits if you have a body part. And again, I got the original knees, and I really don't want to replace them either, Doug. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to keep mine. Everybody is like, well, you can get a new knee. I'm like, no way. I want my own. So I really want my own knee. So I would rather put 6 Renew patches on it, wake up and feel like $100 and go do it again, than get a new knee. So anyways, that was awesome. RJ, what do we have next on your list of goodies?
I mean, that's pretty much it for the gist, unless anyone else has got any Renew stores that they want to share.
Teddy, are we keeping you young in the UK? I hope we are.
Sorry, yes, definitely. What I just said, I'm counting backwards now.
Nice. And because I know we always send you Renew, so I hope it's working well for you.
Oh yeah, I use it every day.
I love it.
Every day. I use it on my body. I use it on my glasses, my water. It sits on an energizing card, a food freshness card. I run the water over the earthing card. I do all the things you're onto.
I love that. And we're going to reverse the clock with you and get you to 142.
Ah, that would be the day.
Let's make that our goal. Doug's new goal, 140.
Thank you.
So Teddy, it's a pleasure. And
I can't wait. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Arj, what do we got?
Right. Hang on. Let's go over.
Let's go back to your whatever you have.
Here we go. I don't know if you can.
This looks like Google, buddy.
Not for long.
Oh, all right. Just so everybody knows, I love Renew. I want everyone to stay healthy and young. Any order over $100 will receive a free package of Renew, period. It's simple. It's easy. So you'll get a free pack of Renew. I want everyone to use it. Don't just stare at it. All right. Somebody said, well, I got a bunch. Well, use it.
Wear them every day.
Any body part that is not 100%, put it on it. All right. Whatever the body part is, your whole body benefits. But in my case, it's my knees. If not, just put it on your water glasses. Hey, Arch, let's get Nate Boyd on.
Right.
Can you unmute Nate?
Yeah, let's go over to here.
How you doing, Nate?
Hey,
There's Nate.
on the road.
What do you got, Nate?
On the road, a lot of snow here. I just got to tell you about Renew real quick. I average about 55, 70 hours a week, and I work a physical job. It's the electrician. It's physical, climbing stairs, it's valveless motors. So I get home last night. I said, okay, well, I got a car job to do. I got to change, let's see, an axle shaft. I have to change lower ball joints, and I have to change a couple of tie rod ends. I start about 7 o'clock at night with my Renew on. I get done about 3 o'clock. Up at 9 o'clock, I'm ready to go. And hey, just getting going. I love the product. It is a wild energy. It's actually a lot of fun. Just wanted to get that in there.
Well, thank you, Nate. I got to tell you, yes, it also has energy in it, and it does help with energy. And I'm sure it energizes my body, and I'm glad it energizes Nate. Nate's another one that he'll build a car. He you know, he does all types of electrical, which means he's got to get under things, over things, climb up stairs, climb up ladders. I've talked to Nate before, and whatever it takes, he's got to do it. So he gets sent to jobs, and again, he could be climbing ladders to fix it, climbing under things, over things, through things, going through walls. So he's using his body, and Renew helps his body. So that's a beautiful thing. Are we good, Arj?
I think we're good.
I think we're good. So can we unmute everybody and the number 1 to 100? And I am going to send the winner Renew and my priceless spray bottle with Renew, because I got to tell you, these are like, let's keep everybody young. And I really like keeping people young. And
76.
76 is not the number.
Is it close? Is it close?
Oh, I already see
Whoa.
it. Hey, I already see it. I already see it.
You know, I got to tell you.
I gotta see it. Do you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. And
how does he know every time?
I got to tell you, we're going to Australia. Harry the healer. Harry's got it.
Harry knew it.
Harry.
Praise the Lord. You see, there's a photo of Jesus behind me, and he tells me every time.
I swear he does. Back to Australia. Harry's got it.
Yeah,
Harry, you're amazing.
Everything comes from the Lord, Rick.
I get it. Harry.
Absolutely. Hey, by the
you know,
way,
it's worth getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning for our call.
Yeah, listen, God made better knees than artificial man's knees anyway.
I love it.
I'd like to have God's knees, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, this is helping my knees. Harry, congratulations.
Yeah, lots of love you guys. Love you heaps.
It's a pleasure. Well, Keith is going to laugh. Keith Wilkins ships all in Australia. He's going to laugh again. He's like, what is it with Harry winning all these times?
Absolutely.
I love it. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us. It's always a pleasure seeing everybody. Melissa, it's always a pleasure seeing you.
It's wonderful, and I appreciate your protocol. I love it so much. It's so powerful.
I got it. It works. And some people are like, well, I'm telling you, it works. Jolie's gonna beat me up and make me do something now. So she's like, what are you doing after the call? I'm like, what's on your mind?
I'm 68 years old, and Tim and I played 5 rounds of golf in the last, I think, 5 or 6 days. And
that sounds
we don't hurt.
Awesome, Melissa.
That sounds fun.
We don't hurt. We're about to do some yoga after the call.
I love that. Well, give Tim our best, and you guys all have a great day. And thank you all, and see you next Saturday.
Love y'all very much.
Y'all too.
Good health. God bless. Have a good one.